The Bible does not condemn the institution of slavery as inherently evil. Therefore, Christians must not say that the institution of slavery or owning another person is inherently evil or sinful. However, the gospel logic ultimately leads to the abolition of slavery. As the gospel penetrates societies and cultures and institutions, Christ himself said, "It is for freedom that I have come to set you free. Stand firm, therefore, and do not submit again to the yoke of slavery."
So slavery is justified, but maybe the Bible leads to the removal of slavery through moral relativism. By that logic, why can't we move towards justifying gay marriage due to moral relativism? Who's to say God's not ready to say, hey, it's okay to be gay? That's all you're doing. I find it interesting. Just because the justifier for slavery in the Bible was less abusive than, I guess, Roman slavery, doesn't mean that there was ever a pathway to be getting rid of slavery. That sounds like that's what you want to believe. Like, just because it's like, well, this one's better, doesn't mean it's like, oh, we're only doing this because the other one's worse. That's not nothing. You've made that up. You've made that argument up. Just because he said freedom is preferable doesn't mean that he's saying that we would like to give everybody freedom. He's not saying that at all. Those are two different things. Yeah, freedom is preferable. You obviously don't want to be a slave, but it's okay if they're slaves as long as you don't hurt them too bad. That's what we're hearing. So they've basically just constructed an argument to justify slavery. They're making the argument that because by their logic, rules of slavery in the Bible were better than their other rules of slavery from other societies, that must mean that the overall long-term path was to get rid of slavery. And that's based on what? You think that the Bible is like an absolute moral code? Why would it even change in the first place? They're trying to interpret the Bible in a way that doesn't make them look like fucking, terrible people for justifying slavery.